And now the last part of the exam, the road test. The road test has two separate parts. The first one is the yard maneuvering and then the actual road test out on the road. This should be the one that you're most excited about because this is what you're getting a CDL for. You want to get in the truck and you want to hit the road. You want to go driving. So you want to make sure that you nail this one out without any problems. On the maneuvering part, the maneuvering part starts with the straight backing. Now, when it comes to maneuvering the truck, the biggest secret is in the steering wheel. You want to make sure that you know where you're going, you know where the truck is, you know where the trailer is, and you know what's going to happen every time you move the steering wheel one part or the other. You are going to have some cones on the sides in which you need to back up, like in between, and then there's also going to be cones in the back where they want you to stop the rear end of the trailer. So make sure you keep that in mind when you back up. You want to stop in between those cones. There's generally a distance of around 4 or 5 feet between them. If you stop before or after these cones, you are going to be disqualified. So you want to make sure you know exactly how long your trailer is and you can visualize the distance in your mirrors correctly. You will not be able to get out of the truck for this test to check the distance. You have to do it all sitting on the driver's seat. Once you finish the first part and you back up in between the cones, you're good with that. Go on to the next part. Next part is the parallel parking. That parallel parking is basically just like parallel parking a vehicle, but now you have a semi-truck and a trailer, a combination vehicle, so your steering pattern is going to be totally different. Make sure you practice this one because it's a little bit challenging in the beginning, but once you get the move, once you get the gist of it, you'll be able to do it without a problem. You will have more than enough space to complete this maneuver, so I would not be worried about that. Just make sure you practice. That is the most important part. Once you do the parallel parking and finish that successfully, you're gonna go on to the 90-degree parking, which is similar to backing your truck into a dock to get loaded or unloaded. Positioning is very important here. So if you start off on the right, on the wrong foot, this will not work out. So make sure that before you start backing up, you are in the right position. You went far enough forward to where you're able to back up and get in between the same cones where you did the straight backing part. You are allowed to move forward, so don't be shy about that. Don't be too proud and try to do it in one move because that can be the end of your exam. You want to take your time and be careful to make sure that you get it right. Move forward as many times as you need. Just make sure you stay in the time limit. I do believe there is a time limit, but it is more than enough to complete your maneuver. Do smooth moves, move slowly. You don't want to move fast with this because you might get disqualified. So make sure you take it slow, make sure you're accurate, and then same thing, once you've straightened after the 90-degree maneuver, you want the back of your trailer to be in between the cones, otherwise you're gonna get disqualified. Easy peasy, right? Not a problem. You passed all of this, now you're getting on the road. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Once you pass this exam, you'll be able to get your CDL and actually go get training and start driving. On the road test, the examiner is going to be very, very attentive to you and the traffic. So you want to make sure that you are careful with every little move you make. You don't want to go too fast. You also don't want to go too slow because then they're going to think that you are scared to drive. So make sure you keep a safe following distance towards other vehicles. Don't accelerate too fast. Don't brake too hard. And very important, stay in the same flow with the traffic. You don't want to go slower than the traffic, faster than the traffic, or switch lanes chaotically. If it is a manual truck that you're doing the exam with, be very, very careful with your shifting. Nobody's going to want to hear you grinding gears or skipping gears or not using the proper gear for the right environment. You want to make sure your RPM is in range. You want to make sure the truck is in the lane. So be very, very careful with your driving. There are going to be two parts most of the times, city and highway. Once you get on a highway, make sure you move with the traffic. If traffic is moving very slow, move slow, keep a safe following distance. If traffic is not moving slow and there's just one vehicle that is slower in front of you, make sure you check the mirror, make sure you put the turn signal on. Do not be shy to pass that vehicle. Nobody's gonna want to see you drive very slow behind a vehicle that might have technical problems, because now at this point the interstate is getting crowded with a broke down vehicle and a vehicle that's driven by somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. So if you need to pass, that's not a disqualifying thing. Do not drive crazy, do not accelerate too hard, just take it easy at your own pace. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure the vehicles behind you have a safe distance when you switch lanes, so do not cut anybody off. But again, don't be shy to pass while you're doing the exam, because that is a normal driving procedure, so use it to the best of your advantage. Be very, very careful with road signs, whether you're on the interstate or in the city. Mention them, that's not a problem, so they can see that you actually saw the signs. Explain them, that will show them that you're paying attention to your surroundings and you know what's coming up. Make sure with intersections or railroad crossings that you look left and right more times than you have to, just so you can catch their attention and show them that you are being very careful and making sure that the intersection is clear before you pass it. Make sure you follow every sign that you run into, whether it's a speed limit sign, stop sign, yield. Follow them religiously, because otherwise you're going to get disqualified. And while you're doing all of this, do not be nervous. Nobody wants to see a nervous driver driving a commercial vehicle down the road. It shows insecurity. It shows maybe lack of knowledge. So make sure you're comfortable with this. At the end of the day, the inspector is not there to fail you. They are there to pass you. They just want to make sure that you have the right knowledge and the right skills to be able to drive a semi-truck by yourself. So don't be nervous. Just keep it going. Do what you're doing, do what you learned, put all your practices to use, and you will do just fine. If there's anything we forgot over here, or if you have any other questions related to this, we're more than happy to put out more information. Ask us on our email, put a comment in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get more information from us. We're always on the trucker side. We're always here for you. Good luck with your test. Let us know how you did. Maybe put a comment in the comment section and let us know how you did with your exam. Drive safe out there. Thanks for watching this video. We're always on the trucker side. Have a wonderful day.